Before we start the podcast, I just want to let everyone know that this Friday night, 8 p.m. onwards, I'm playing at High Spirits. I get to do a gig again after how long? The last one I did was in March, just before the lockdown. The final weekend, we've made a vlog. That's besides the point. Friday night, if you guys are free, you're not doing anything, or if you're going out anyway, drop in at High Spirits. If you want, you can text me on Instagram. I'll hook it up for you. And it's going to be a good time. We'll have a few shots, maybe.
On you?
On me, yeah. If you guys come and tell me that you listen to the podcast and are subscribed. If you aren't, it's not too late. Subscribe. And yeah, it's going to be a fun time. And I can't wait to see you guys there. Now,
See ya.
let's get into it. Bro, I've had
Let's
such a good, wholesome day today. I woke up, I did a bunch of work that I had to do. And then I cooked myself lunch.
Oh, what did you cook?
I posted a story. I fried some liver, chopped up some liver, fried it in
Liver?
butter and garlic. Yeah, dude. People have been hating on liver. I'm just going to tell you. I posted a story also. It's one of the best things you can eat. Like, it's got protein, it's got vitamin A and vitamin B. It's got iron, calcium. It's so good for you. Like, it's actually one of the most nutritious things in the world that you could eat.
Dense foods. Yeah, I mean, I've never really liked liver. There's something about the texture, I like
Yeah.
it's so meaty.
Yeah,
I
you
dig that,
you
but-
feel like you're eating something
Very dense.
like you feel the strength.
Yep, it's the iron. Iron
Yeah.
makes food have that
Yeah.
irony taste.
See, the key with liver is you have to cook it well, put in good spices. I put butter, which already has flavor, and I put some garlic in it. That's even more flavor. Just salt, pepper, a bit of turmeric, which always makes stuff smell good and taste good. You can put some red chili, you can put some masala, whatever you use to cook meat.
Right.
It's really good for you. And just put some sprinkle some lime, whatever it's called. Squeeze some lime on
That's
top.
the word for it.
And
you have a podcast. You
yeah,
should be
and
fluent with these terms.
it's really good, guys. Give it a go. If you don't, then alright. It's an acquired taste. I get why a lot of people
Yeah,
don't
not
like
a lot
it.
of people grow up eating liver.
Yeah,
It's not really
yeah.
yeah.
Over here, at least in other places, and the texture is kind of weird that even I struggle with. But it's just too good to not.
Yeah,
eat.
I feel as though if you're a first timer, you should probably go with thinner slices.
Yeah.
Like slice it really thin.
Yeah.
Saute it, and don't have a mouthful of liver.
Have it.
one piece at a
Yeah,
time.
the lemon makes it taste a lot better.
Yeah, lemon is the only thing that used to make it tolerable for me.
Yeah, it's really good, guys. You should. give
If
it a
you're
go.
not really into liver, but you still want to eat something super healthy, probably you should try heart.
Yeah,
chicken
heart is good. Some people eat kidneys as well. I'm not a big fan of kidney.
I don't think we've ever had
No, I've
kidney.
had.
You have?
It's all right. Like, I wouldn't go back to it.
Jeez. To someone who doesn't eat this kind of stuff, they'd be like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
But for others, it could be maybe they're just not aware of how good it actually is, and it's so easy to make and it's super quick. Like if you are hungry and you're going to make Maggie,
Don't.
yeah, like that shit is really not good for
Jeez,
you.
bro.
Cook up some meat inside and eat it. Anyway, before we end this liver discussion, fun fact: when wolves hunt, the alpha gets to eat first. Everyone stands back until the alpha eats, and the first thing the alpha eats is the liver because it's just the most
Damn.
nutritious part of the
That's how you know.
hunt. Yeah.
If the wolves know what's up.
If the wolves eat it, then you should probably too.
If I were a wolf, you know what I'd eat.
What? Liver.
Moving on. This is the end of the liver discussion.
Yeah. A lot of people are getting married. You notice how I went into that without any segue?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
what we do
That was
here.
something. That was brave.
Yeah, that's what we do here.
Okay.
People actually think this is a proper podcast. Lol.
Lol.
It's just me ranting. So people are getting married. I think it's wedding season, and a lot of people are hating on people getting married. I have no idea why. Do you guys not like love, or do you not want to see other people be happy? I've seen so many reels, so many tweets of people complaining. Oh, all I see on my feed is people getting married. You're sad because you don't have anyone who loves you. and you have no one to love.
God damn.
Yeah, you're just a sad little baby who doesn't like love, doesn't like seeing people be loved and people having a good time. And then they come up with these other excuses like, oh, it's COVID, it's a pandemic, and you're getting married. I saw you tongue kissing this dude at the Daily, okay? This random ass dude. COVID is not what you're worried about. You're just a sad little child because you're not getting married and other people are. And everyone's booking these fancy places, riding on horses, having a really good time.
So, you know, I was thinking about marriage. I am 19. I don't know if you were thinking about marriage when you were 19, but the thought popped up in my head, and I think there's so much I'll be able to learn about people through marriage. You know?
But aren't you supposed to learn it before?
I mean,
before you tie the knot?
No. For someone who is getting proper married, I think that, yeah, you should probably, you know yourself and be comfortable with yourself and not be very needy and whatever. I think every person is different. Every relationship is different. And especially how you meet the guy is important. If you randomly
meet the guy,
the girl, whoever, like if you meet him at the Daily after a few drinks, then the next thing you know, your tongue is in the other guy's nether regions. You shouldn't.
You keep saying guys, bro. It's kind of making me uncomfortable.
Because I'm talking from a girl's perspective. You always talk from a guy's perspective. I'm bringing the 69% of your audience is female,
I guess. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, anyway, the point is, I thought about it and I don't think anyone cares. So we move on.
What was I saying? I was talking about how you have no one to love.
Yes.
Not you, just people. Guys, it's not that hard to get people to love you or just to find someone. If you're a guy, for me, my strategy is a bit different. Like what I'm working on right now is just being so successful that I don't even need to try to get girls. That's my plan. It's a long-term thing.
Yes, it is.
But I mean, it's not like I don't get girls. It's like, it's not like I don't get girls. Like, there's so many girls in my DMs right now. No, but then, yeah, I don't like the chase. I don't like chasing someone. Right? If in the, like, the first time I meet you, there's a connection, like, it should be both ways. For me, I don't like this thing where you have to kind of convince them to like you. You have to put in the effort. A lot of people do it and it works out for a lot of people. Like I've seen it. I've seen like guys who are trying to get this girl and the girl is not interested in them at all, but they keep going at it. And I'm like, dude, like get a clue, like leave her alone. But then after a while, you see them and they're together. So I guess it works. I wouldn't recommend this, but haven't you seen that? Like with
no, I haven't actually.
No, I've seen that with people. Like the guy's been trying for a while and then it's not working out. But then in the end, like he just doesn't give up and he gets the goal.
I mean, obviously it will work but it depends on where you're coming from when you're doing that. If you're genuinely a nice dude, and you have your shit together, and you're chasing the girl.
Not a creep.
Yeah, if you're chasing the girl, then maybe she's not ready yet, but if you keep showing her that you're there for her.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And in most cases, I think not backing down can be seen as an attractive trait. He wants you so bad that he is. So I can get that. But then
it depends on the girl also. Like some girls would see that and be like, oh, this is a red flag. He's so needy. I don't want this. It all comes down to, like, we keep talking about how this is how you get girls, but it's just that every girl is so different. And I'm sorry if I keep saying girls, it's because I'm talking from my experience and it's I don't know how getting guys works.
Right.
Like I have had no experience
in getting guys.
And I don't even know what the fuck I want, like what I'm looking for, or so I can't even say, oh girls, this is what you do to get.
Yeah, like it's very easy to get disappointed when a girl like shoots you down or something. But maybe, dude, she's not ready. Maybe she is dumb. She doesn't see what's there in front of her eyes. She could be wrong, because most times when things don't go our way, we're like, oh shit, I should have done this, I should have done that. Maybe you did it perfectly. Ever thought about that?
Or maybe,
I think so.
Maybe you're not good enough for her. right?
Yeah.
And that's
Or maybe she's
entirely
not good enough for you.
yeah, but she's the one who's rejecting, right? So
Mhm.
maybe you're not good enough for her, and that's entirely possible. But you will be good enough for like a lot of
Someone
other
else,
girls.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like I don't know, man. It's just that I've seen guys like try to get girls, and like if you're on a dating app and you don't have any luck, then it's probably because you're not the most conventionally good looking dude out there.
Your ass is ugly.
Yeah, I mean, look, dating apps is just it's a meat market, bro. Like
Jesus.
like you go on there, you're not the first thing you see is the picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that's bad, I'm sorry. This is how a lot of people do read the bio and like try to get a sense of their personality, but for me, like, looks matter a lot. And for a lot of people it does, at least on dating apps, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Outside dating apps, there's so many things you can do. Like, you could be funny, you could just be a nice dude. Girls are into that. There are so many girls who are just looking for nice guys.
Possibility are
Yeah.
but like the attractive ones may not be. Like in my experience and what I've seen,
No.
like the hot ones, they usually don't want nice guys. To me, every hot girl that I've seen, they've always wanted someone who can challenge them.
Maybe that girl has been through a rough relationship with a toxic ass motherfucker who was probably a really good looking dude. Right now they're looking for someone who's just nice and you don't know what people have been through. You could be funny. A lot of girls are into funny boys. You make a girl laugh, she's obviously interested in talking to you. She may not want to fuck you, but she'll probably
Want to befriend you.
Yeah, you could be really good friends.
Yep.
I mean, if that's what you want. Or you could just be a nice dude. You could, like, I don't know, just be a nice guy and try to show her that you're interested. And what else is there? A lot of people are just good at shit, like, and that's attractive. Like, if you're good at music, if you're good at sports, you're good at whatever. You may have some talent, and a lot of girls are into that, right?
Yeah.
So it's just that you have to, I guess, try with different girls. One, maybe, like, I hate this thing that people say, oh, she's out of my league. I don't think leagues exist.
Neither do I.
Because, yeah, and like, I've seen Bombas chicks with guys who are not the most good looking dudes. Like, guys look like ass, right?
Yeah.
But how does that happen? And then so many dudes go like, oh, what the fuck is she doing with him? Have you seen him? What the fuck? The guy's probably just, he shot his shot. He was confident, and he was maybe funny. Maybe he was just talented. Maybe he was.
Or maybe let's go back to the maybe she's been through some shit perspective.
Exactly. Yeah,
if she has been through some shit, then she's probably with this guy because she feels that there's no way this guy will do what the other guy did.
That, and some girls are into, like, self-deprecation.
Yeah.
So
yeah, a lot of people are.
yeah, man, like, you just gotta give it a go. Worst thing, she'll say no, right? We spoke about this earlier.
But dating depends so much on the area you live in. Like, dating in Pune works very differently. I feel like in Pune, people are actually very closed down. They're not as open to strangers as possibly other places I've been. That being said, I haven't been to, like, other places. I don't have a lot of experience in that region. But we're going to high, right? Let's say this Friday, you're playing the gig. I'm usually very open. I love talking to people. So if I see someone sitting at a table, right, most likely they won't be into talking to someone they don't know. Hasn't that been your experience? Like, don't you think people are not really open to stuff if they don't know you?
That is one thing, yes. But I don't think that's necessarily just Pune. I think right now it's because it's because of Tinder and Bumble and Instagram. Like, people are so used to being approached online that when you get approached, like, in real life, it's just, you're like, whoa.
Bro, let's talk about this. How weird is texting? Have you ever thought about it?
Yeah,
I
hate it. I've been so open about that. I hate it. I don't like you don't get you can't hear what tone in which they're speaking, and so
it's not about that, dude. Look at this. Oh shit! I almost dropped the mics. But see, you grab this thing. These are tiny light bulbs which are lighting up, and you take this piece of glass and you just
I mean it's
you're pressing on glass, and that's like supposed to replace this. Like, it's so weird.
It is weird. I mean, phones are more complicated than a light bulb and glass. There's
yes, obviously, but then it
is a way of communicating, but not all types of communication.
Exactly. It's good for some things.
I like texting when you're making a plan. It's so much easier to do it over text. Think about it. Like you're like, oh, I'm free at this time. The person is like, oh, I can't do this. Let's meet here. I'll see you in 5.
Right.
Oh, I'm here.
Yep.
It's perfect, right? You don't have to put in the effort of picking up the phone and calling. I love it. Some things are just good if you text them. Like if you call me and you're like, what's up? I'm just like, dude, you could have just texted that. I'm really like, if you're not trying to have a conversation, if you just want to see what I'm doing, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about like getting genuine human connection. That's
obviously not. Even if you're just talking to your like significant other, I hate it because you don't, like I said, you don't hear the tone. You don't know how they're feeling when they're saying something. You don't know how they're saying it. You don't know are they taking a shit while texting you? You don't know if they're like lying in bed. You don't know what mood they're in. It's just so bad for miscommunicating. It's not just texting, like you see on Twitter when people like tweet stuff, right? And someone replies and then the other person is like, oh, I don't agree with that, and they just get into this whole battle. You're like, what the fuck? You don't know this guy. You don't know what he's going through, right? You're saying something to him. It's just... And for the other person also, at the same time, they're just like, oh, what the fuck? Why are they saying this to me? Like, you don't even know this dude. You're probably never going to see him in your life. He's probably sitting in some corner, right? He's just jobless and his parents are fighting in the other room, right? He's just a sad human being, you know? So, and he's saying all these things and that's going to bother you? Like, come on, bro. Like,
Jesus, but this is the best time of the year to be in Pune, I think. What do you think? Do you like it?
Yeah, December is my favorite. A lot of people will agree with this. It's just the weather is so nice. There's a lot of stuff happening. Even though this year wasn't the best, but right now it just feels like a normal year.
Yeah, more the reason to...
It's just that you put on a mask everywhere you go. Other than that, it's just...
Yeah, that's true. There's right. There's gigs everywhere. All your friends come back. People are drinking a lot more because it's cold. Drinking kind of warms you up, I think.
I don't think people need an excuse to drink too. Drinking culture in Pune.
Drinking is increased in December. There's a lot of house parties.
Yeah, there's parties, there's gigs. Friday, high spirits, don't forget. Yeah, dude, it's just a good time. I've this week I took a break from drinking because last week I had a bender. Yeah, it was like every night of the week there would be something and we'd go out and it all start with a beer and then you have another one. But I love it, dude. It's just such a good thing to do with your friends. And don't overdo it and don't like drink and drive. But then other than that, it's just...
There's so many things to talk about, dude.
So many things.
So many things to talk about, dude. So I went to High last night, actually. I was working all day. Didn't have anything to do. So I was like, fuck it, I'll go to High. And it was karaoke night. So I wanted to recreate what I did the previous karaoke night.
You want to do freestyle?
I wanted to freestyle. Yeah, it's so much fun. But there were too many requests. So I couldn't.
That's the thing with karaoke sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to, last time it was in the middle. This time I wanted to end it with a freestyle, end the night, you know? Go hard. But then it didn't happen.
Okay. So, fuck that.
Okay.
I've been trying to shop. I've been trying to get clothes.
Okay.
Buy new clothes. Because we're going out. I want to wear new clothes. I want to look fresh, right? You want to look good when you're going out.
Fair enough.
And then I've been reading about how fast fashion You know what fast fashion
I
is,
do.
right? How fast fashion is not good for the environment, and they don't treat their workers like H&M and stuff. Their stuff is like in Bangladesh.
I
and
see stories. People are
Yeah.
kind of.
yeah,
This is kind of popping now.
yeah. So doing that, like I was super mindful. I was like, okay, I'll try to avoid. But then, bro, they say thrift clothes. The thrift shops that I know, either they don't have good stuff for boys. For girls, there's a lot of stuff for boys, and when they do, they just sell out so quickly. And then I was like, okay, what do I do now? Like, I want to get clothes. Like, I need to shop.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, so a lot of people, like you said, are posting stories that like, oh, fast fashion this, fast fashion that, but then they're posting those with their like child labor iPhones, right? Like your phones are made by child labor. Half of them are makeup influencers. The makeup products that they use, they fucking get the mica for it. You know what mica is? It's kind of like, it's this rock,
Right.
which is used in almost every makeup product. And that is like, there are mines in Jharkhand where the mines are like super tiny, so they send like 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds in there, and some of them die, bro, because like it's just a cave. It's in the.
Jeez.
And then I was like, okay, like you guys are doing all this. Like, how can you be selectively? Like, how can you be a selective activist, right? It just makes no sense for me, and I get it. Like, it's obviously, if you say fast fashion is bad, I agree with you totally. We all know, like, there's no two ways about it, right? But then. My problem is with some people, not everyone, some people, they somehow think like they're better than you when they're like, oh, you use fast fashion, you don't know how bad it is, you know what it does to the environment, you know. I'm like, dude, you're holding an iPhone, you've got like makeup on, what the fuck are you talking about? Right? What do you do with that, bro? Like, it's like, you think you're better than me. You're not. Literally everything that you use is either made by child labor, or the people are not getting paid enough, or they don't have like insurance. The condition isn't ideal, right?
I know, but that's kind of the world we live in terms of. I'm not gonna say that's the world we live in. That is the condition in which we live right now. It's where, you know, there's a lot of large-scale production, large-scale manufacture.
Because there's fuck tons of people, and we need shit. And people have money. They want to spend that money.
I don't think it's... Yeah, it is that. But I think the reason that it is the way it is because of the way it has been. But I think that we are kind of seeing a steady transition towards more...
Sustainable stuff?
Sustainable stuff on a very small scale, though. I haven't seen this becoming very huge... And it's not just about clothes. Think of it of like other resources as well.
That's what I meant. Everything that we do, everything that you use, if it has steel, if it has any minerals, if it has any metal in it, or wood, whatever, it's come from some sort of thing that is not ideal for the workers. The buildings you live in, you've seen the people who build buildings, right?
Yeah.
Right? So my problem is not, let's say there are thrift shops now, and those are, and people are making their own clothes, people are doing this, it's cool and all. But then, let's say the whole clothing industry, we get like rid of the fast fashion brands, and we make sure everything is okay. You think Apple is going to stop using child labor? You think, I don't know, like literally everything, bro.
Anything that's mass produced probably isn't good for you.
Yeah.
You or the process.
Yeah. But what are you going to do? No one talks about that. No one talks about their iPhones. Everyone loves their iPhones. They want to be able to get good pictures. They want to.
It's a great device.
It is probably the best phone ever created. Yeah. But then, how are you quiet about that? And you're just all like, oh, H&M. You know what H&M does? Fucking hell. So my point by saying this is, I'm not saying don't use iPhones. Don't use. You know you're using it, right? You know you're also.
Maybe they don't.
Okay, Samsung, it's the same, right? It's not just.
I'm saying maybe they don't know that it's made by.
Yeah, then children. that's just ignorant on their behalf, right? Like yours.
Guess who's better now?
No, I want to say we all do shit. It's not even shitty, dude. This is the world we live in, right? It's not ideal. Some people have it better off. Some people are lucky they're born in a good country, or they're born in a good family. You're just dealt a good hand, right? Some people aren't, and that's how they work. The conditions aren't ideal, but that's how the world is. And you everything you get is because of these people, right? Do I want them to be treated better? Fuck yeah. Am I going to make people feel like shit for wearing H&M clothes? No, I'm wearing H&M right now, I think.
And that looks nice.
And it's a good hoodie, right?
It is.
Do I feel guilty about it? Not really. But then I also know that this is what's gone behind. This is how it's made.
True.
This is what it is. I'm not gonna post stories and be like, fuck you for wearing Zara. You know how much food they get.
If you wear Zara, you should die.
Yeah. I saw this reel the other day, and it's this fashion influencer, and she was like, oh, these are the Zara fits that I like. This is how you can wear. Comments, it's just everyone's like, oh, fast fashion. And they use that sparkle emoji, bro. I don't know if you've seen it.
Which one?
The 3 golden sparkles.
Right, yeah.
They put something in that and they're like, you know, this is what it is. How can you use this? Dude, shut the fuck up, right? We know what's going on. We know what you're trying to do. Okay? You're trying to show that you're better than me. You don't give 2 shits, dude. You don't know what the fuck goes on in the world. And let me tell you can't do anything about it, right? You cannot wear Zara. Cool.
That's true.
You cannot wear H&M. Cool.
It's
you cannot use a phone. Cool. You can go live in a cave. That's good for you. That's how you can like end capitalism. If you go and live in a cave somewhere.
See, we live in a like as we're talking about it, the world we live in has given a lot of people voices. You know, voices which may not have been.
Everyone has a voice.
Yeah, so they feel like they can say what they want to say, and the thing is, you can. But I think we need to start thinking about whether us saying this stuff is actually gonna make a difference.
No, you're just making yourself feel all fucked up. You're like, oh, this is what it is. Oh, I'm have to save the world.
I think as though people kind of don't do as much as they can do. Like, if one of these people who really, is into it, then go do activism properly. Go study politics.
That's inconvenient. And people don't like inconvenience. That's why they have iPhones. That's why you shop online. People are pissed because Jeff Bezos has too much money. They're like, no one needs that much money. He took a risk. Did he know if it was going to work? No, he put in a lot of money and now it's worked because he's given people convenience. You can sit on your ass and order a pair of socks. Some dude from I don't know where, like if you order anything from abroad, some dude has to work in the fucking States to make sure that box is delivered to you. Not one dude, so many dudes.
There's so much which goes behind it. First, some guy needs to pick cotton or shave a sheep.
Yeah.
To get you wool.
Yeah. That's how it is. Did you know that there are more slaves in the world right now than when slavery was a thing?
Makes sense.
People are not used to seeing me rant like this for so long. I'm not complaining, okay? I'm just telling things like they are, okay? Some podcasts are funny.
Dude,
some episodes are going to be funny. Some episodes are going to be like this.
Yeah.
I've had a long day. I'm tired as fuck. I'm going to go get in my bed.
You know what you're supposed to be doing tomorrow morning when you get up?
I have to post this podcast.
Yes, you have to post the podcast and you have to get ready for your gig. Friday.
It's day after.
Get ready. You're set.
Okay. Yeah.
You have to prepare for the set. Make sure you give the ladies and gentlemen and anything else you identify as.
I promise you it's going to be a good time. Okay,
yes,
just come out. We'll hang out.
Lit for sure.
Yeah, if you guys want to meet me, then Friday is the best place. I'm going to be happy. It's going to be a good scene. Right? I'll see you guys on Friday. Peace.